Welcome to Independent Conversations. My name is Todd. Thank you for watching. Okay, so this story is old, Mayor Pete or Secretary Pete, and the fact that he has been an absolute liability to the Biden administration. And I really do think he needs to answer if it is President Biden giving him orders on not properly regulating the rail industry and most especially the airline industry, or if it is him himself caving to pressure from those donors. Now, also, like with each of those derailments, yes, there is a process called the National, um, or excuse me, I forget the long name, but it is a specialized board that has to come in and evaluate every single derailment. They're on scene first. They're federal disaster people. They come in, do their report, do their inspections, yada yada yada. But one of the things that has been bugging me is that he. Did you know that the Secretary of Transportation has the ability, without congressional authorization for this, to implement regulations, into even do public hearings on transportation safety, airlines, whatever? He can haul in all those CEOs, but he is not putting pressure to them. Why? Is this Biden's doing? Or is this a choice that Pete's making through pressure from donors that he may be receiving, or that he may be receiving? Because yes, we all know that Elaine Chao helped weaken the braking rule, but he's in a position where he can reverse that regulation. Why doesn't he do that? Why isn't that the follow up act? He can totally put in that cost benefit analysis thing today, but he's choosing not to. But also, the Secretary of Transportation, the Highway Trust Fund, for example, has been so underfunded. Why do you think Biden wanted to do that big infrastructure project? It's because the Highway Trust Fund has been so underfunded for the last 30 years. It only takes in about 33 cents on the dollar. So Biden comes in, and even Trump to a certain extent, through these stimulus packages, puts a lot of money into infrastructure earmarked for only 5 years. So they're finally able to do some good with it. But when all that money runs out, the Department of the Highway Trust Fund is still not going to be able to maintain these major improvements unless it finally upgrades its taxes to represent its more modern spending. And no, this is not a raise taxes for the rich or anything like that. We need to update how we replenish the Highway Trust Fund, because it's literally been the same for 30 years. It's just outdated. That's all. But also, the Highway Trust Fund, even the whole Department of Transportation, I've been making videos on this regularly about the debt ceiling fight. That's coming down the pipe. If Congress doesn't get their shit together, one of the extraordinary measures that the Secretary of Treasury does is it takes the Department of Transportation's money to use it to pay for other bills. Yeah, that has been a move old, tale as old as time. It's just a matter of when. And that is a bad thing to do right now when you have so many jobs, so many construction projects depending on that money. That's why I do those videos on the debt ceiling. Because they're playing with fire this time around. Because there's so many economic jobs, depending on that debt ceiling increase. Or you don't even have to increase it, you could just suspend it. But I have never seen such laziness from Congress, and this time it's truly bipartisan.